in order to really understand the magnitude of the IUU issue within the Pacific tuna fisheries, the FFA undertook a study. The first one was done in 2016, and then an update to that study was done in 2021. So the study has highlighted a number of estimates, particularly in terms of the volume and the value of products that are harvested or transshipped through IUU fishing in Pacific tuna fisheries. In the 2016 study, the total annual value that is either harvested or transshipped through IUU fishing is around 306,000 metric tons, with an estimated value of around 600 plus $1 million. In the 2021 updated study, the total estimate has really substantively decreased. So the volume in the 2021 study was around 192 plus thousand metric tons that are lost through IUU fishing. And this is an estimated value of $300,000 million lost through IUU fishing. The reduction is mainly driven by a number of factors. The first one is changes in the information base. So there has been some really good informations and also some different informations and data that has been used in this updated study to quantify IUU. The other key message that have come out from that study also is that cooperation works. There are a lot of cooperative regional MCS meshes that are in place within the region to combat IUU fishing. And these cooperative regional MCS meshes have impacted on the nature and the scale of IUU fishing. Also, one of the other key messages that have come out from the study, and one that really changed the way that we're looking at IUU fishing in the Pacific tuna fisheries, is that most majority of the IUU estimates continue to be dominated by authorized or licensed fleets. So these are the vessels that are licensed by our members, and they are mainly engaged in what we call unreported fishing. So mainly they are misreporting their catches and so forth. Also, the study has highlighted that unlicensed fishing, and these are those rogue illegal vessels that do come into our members' exclusive economic zones to poach our members' resources. It's it remains an issue, but not a significant issue, and it's mainly an issue in the margins of our members' exclusive economic zone. The other a key message that have come out from the study is the need for the stronger MCS arrangement in the members' exclusive economic zone to be mirrored on the high seas. As we all know, the high seas is always a problematic area for our members, given that there are a lot of high seas areas and pockets that are adjacent to our members' exclusive economic zone. Whilst there is some really good progress, some of the key barriers that we, the FFA members and the Secretariat, and also our partners that need to work on is around strengthening MCS on the long line sector. There is really good MCS for the Asian fisheries, but the long line fisheries continues to be an area that we wanted to focus a little bit more on. And this is mainly around monitoring and validating cuts through the supply chain, which is an issue for us. The Regional Fisheries Surveillance Center is one of our key MCS tool. Its primary role is to support members in their MCS activities at the national level through a number of activities. The key one is the planning, coordination, and the conduct of regional surveillance operations. As we speak now, there is a regional operations underway And so the center plays a key role in coordination, planning, and the conduct of those regional operations. And it involves bringing together different players within the region, particularly colleagues from fisheries, from the police maritime, from the navy within our member countries coming together to work together towards combating IU fishing. So that's one of the key activity um, run by the Regional Fisheries Surveillance Center. Other activities that they do are mainly around supporting members in analytical products. So a lot of analysis is done by the center on members' MCS data, and so one of the key output of that work is providing an analytical product to members, so that members can then focus their limited resources to where the risk areas are within the exclusive economic zone. Another key role that the Regional Fisheries Surveillance Center plays is around supporting members in the event that there is an IUU activity and the members wanted support to take it through their national processes and prosecutions. So the center provides evidence package, and so forth to support members take those cases through their national processes. The other key role of the Regional Fisheries Surveillance Center is the coordination of the regional aerial surveillance program. Remote sensing technology continues to be used by us in our work, and it does form part of what we call the integrated MCS framework. So the integrated MCS framework is a suite of tools that are available at regional and national level for our members to combat IUU fishing. And these are complementary tools, meaning that the tools complement each other. When one tool is unable to address a particular risk, our members and also the FFA Secretariat can look at other tools to try and use it to address a particular risk. I normally use the analogy of a plumber when they go out they wanted to fix a leaking tap. They go with the toolbox, and so they open the toolbox and pick up the right tool to actually fix the tap. So it's the same analogy that we use in our monitoring, control, and surveillance work. And one example of that is, you would recall, observer coverage on patient vessel has been suspended during the COVID period, and so there has been no observers placed on fishing vessels during the COVID period. Given there has not been any observers on fishing vessels, we continue to use other monitoring tools to complement that. They have come back on board since 1st of January this year, so that suspension has been lifted. So we're pleased to see observers back on deck and reporting back on the monitoring activities.